Hey everyone, this is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Prime Time by Wu-chian Lin. This is a puzzle that my testers have been a little bit up and down about whether I should do. They say it's a good puzzle, but is it a BremSter puzzle? Because there's a lot of math in this one. So I'm going to give it a try and see how we go. As of the release of this, we are close to the end of submitting answers for the Family Day Out puzzle pack. The puzzle pack will stay available, but there'll be details below on how you can submit answer codes. And I really want to welcome Captain Zebra Cakes to my Patreon. So thank you for jumping on board and supporting the channel. As a Patreon supporter, you don't really get exclusives. I sometimes release things a little bit in advance, but realistically, anything that I've released on Patreon so far has also become publicly available shortly afterwards. But thank you for jumping on board. It is greatly appreciated. Every little bit of help to the channel, it helps. Help helps. That's what help does. But what I'm really going to need help with, I expect, is the math on this puzzle. So I'm going to go through it and see what I can figure out. I definitely have a spreadsheet, open my spreadsheet that I've been using for years, open with some information on it, and we'll have a look, shall we? So what are the rules? Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we get to the weird stuff. You may have noticed this doesn't look like normal constraints. There are no normal constraints here. Numbers in circles and pills, and the pills are two-digit numbers read left to right or top to bottom, are prime numbers. So we must put prime numbers into them. These prime numbers strictly increase along the line starting in row 1, column 3. So starting in here, as we go along this line, the digits will strictly increase. So this will be higher than this, 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 this will be higher than this. So it's a weird thermo thing. The tens digit of the 2 digits pills are distinct. So what means is this will be different to this, will be different to this, will be different to this. So these must go up and the tens digits cannot repeat. Digits on a line segment between the 2 circles or pills sum to the difference between the 2 circles and pills on both sides. So the difference between whatever goes in here and whatever goes in here is the sum on that line. This is incredibly weird. And the different line colors are only used to distinguish the different segments. So this line continues through all of these, but this is one segment, this is a different segment, this is a different segment, this is a different segment. So different colors have been used to distinguish the different segments. This is an incredibly weird puzzle, and I have no idea how this is going to go, but I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Now, I said I had some information on a spreadsheet. What I have is all of the prime numbers between 1 and 100, because I'm terrible at that sort of math, and I'm probably going to use the calculator to do some math when I'm calculating differences and stuff. We will see. Now, where I'm likely to start is up here, because what are the prime numbers I've got? So these must go up, and between up to 10, I've only got a limited number of prime numbers. So I've only got 2, 3, 5, and 7. They're the only prime numbers I've got. So this has to be from 2, 3. This has to be from 3, 5, and this has to be from 5 and 7, because they have to be odd. Well, this one doesn't, because 2 is prime, but 1 isn't prime for many reasons. 2 is prime, 3 is prime, 4 is not, 5 is, 6 is not, 7 is, 8 is not, and 9 isn't because it can be divided by 3. So 2, 3, 5, 7. So these are the options for here. Now, when we look at the tens digits, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this has a maximum of 9, maximum 8, maximum 7, maximum 6, maximum 5, maximum 4. So this is 1, 2, 3. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 3, 4, 5. This is 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9. So they're the only possibilities for the 10 digits, because they must be distinct and increase. So they're a bit like a thermo on their own. Now, what can I tell about this? Can this be 3, 5, 7? No, because these are differences. If this is 3, this would be 5, this would be 7. And the difference between 3 and 5 is 2, and the difference between 5 and 7 is 2. So this can't be 3, this is 2. Now, if this is 2, 3, this is 1. And if it's 2, 5, well, this can't be 5, because if this is 5, this is 7. And if this is 5, 7, the difference is 2, and I can't use a 2. So this can't be 5, this is 3. And now this can't be 5, because if this is 5, the difference is 2, and I can't use a 2. So this is 7. So this is 1, and the difference between 3 and 7 is 4. And this is all forced. That's really clever. Okay, so there's no 2 here. Now 7, no, 4. There's no 3 here. So this can't be a 4, because this has to go up. So there's no 4 here, there's no 5 here, there's no 6 here, and there's no 7 here. What can I do here? So the maximum I can put onto these digits is 8 and 9, which is 17. 17 plus 7 is 24. This can't be a 3. Can I do more here? So if this is a 2, actually, if this, hang on, the maximum this can be is, if this is 17, is 20, 17 plus 7 is 24. So this could be 23, which is the low. So can this be 23? Because the only prime digits in the 20s are 23 and 29. So 29 is too far away. Can it be 23? If this is 23, this is 16. And that doesn't work. Oh, that's really cool. So this, if this is a 2, this has to be either a 3 or a 9. Now, 29 is too far away, and if it's 23, this would have to sum to 16. But the only way to do 16 is with 9, 7, because I can't use 8, 8, and there's no 7 available. So this is not a 2, this is a 1. Now, the only prime digits with a 1 are 11, which I can't do, 13, 17, or 19. So this is 13, 17, or 19. That's very cool. Now it does put a 1 over here. Now if this is 7, if this is 13, these would sum to 6. But that doesn't work, because the only way to make 6 is 1, 5, or 2, 4. And I couldn't use 1, 5 because there's a 1 in the box, and I can't use 2, 4 because there's 2, 4 in the row. This is not a 1. So this is either 10 or 12. Now, if this is a 9, how do I do 12? No, I could do 12. I could do 8, 4. Hang on, there's a 7 in the box. This is 12. So, this sums to 12. I can't use 9, 3. I could use 8, 4. I can't use 7, 5. And 6, 6 doesn't work. This is 8, 4. And the 4 makes this 8 and this 4. This is nuts. Does this continue? There's a large distance here. I know 4 is in one of these 3 cells. So what do I have in here? The minimum in here is 2, 5, 6. So 2, 5, and 6. Yeah, that gets me to 13. And that's just the minimum, because 2, 5, and 6. So if this was 2, 5, 6, that's 13. I'd have to add at least a 4 to that. So 2, 4, 5, 6 is 17. 17 plus 19, remember this is just a minimum, is 36. And I could just add something to that to keep this in the 30 range. That's not where I'm looking. 8 is either on this line or here. If 8 is here, this is a 7, which would make this 6, this 5, this 4, and this 3, which is what you would expect. So that's not it. Is it the fact that these are all odd? Because these have to be odd digits in order to be prime. Maybe I can do that. 30 can only go with 1 or 7. And 40 can only go with 1, 3, or 7. So 30, you can only have 31 or 37. I've got a list of all the primes. If you can do this in your head, congratulations, I can't. So 30 is either 31 or 37. 40 is either 41, 43, or 47. So this is 1, 3, or 7. What about here? Well, 40 is 1, 3, 7. 50 is either 53 or 59. That's not helping. What about here? 50 we know is 3 or 9. 60 is either 1 or 7. Well, this is not 9. So we don't have 59 available. If it's 50, it's 53. 60 is either 61 or 67. 70 is either 1, 3, or not. 60 is either 1 or 7. And 70 is either 1, 3, or 9. Because, you can never use 5. So they're either 1, 3, 7, 9 by default. Now, 77 and 87 are not prime, so this is 139. This is not really getting me anywhere, is it? And 80 is 3 or 9, and 90 is 7. 97 doesn't work. So this is not a 7, so this is an 8, which means this is a 7, this is a 6, and now I'm going to have to roll all this back. This is 5, this is 4, this is 3, and now I need to do all these numbers again. So all of these ones I want to redo, because 30 can only be 31 or 37. 40 is 137. 50 is 3 or 9, and it's not 9. This is 53. 60 is 1 or 7, and it's not a 1, it's 67. 70 is 1, 3, or 9, and it's not 3. And I can see something here now because of that. And this is 89. This is cool. But this, 67, if this was 79, this would have to be a 12. So this is 71, and this is the difference, which is 4. And I've got the differences between these. 4 is in one of those. No, 4 is not there. This is a 4 by Sudoku. Which means this is a 4 by Sudoku. Which means 4 is in one of those two by Sudoku. Now, if this is 31, these sum to 12 without using a 1 or a 3. So 31, that surely doesn't work. Because, is that right? 12? 19, 29, 31. Yeah, it'd be 12 without a 1 or a 3, which would be 2, 4, 5, and 6, which is way above 12. This is not. This is 37, which puts 7 in one of those two by Sudoku. And now the difference here, 19, 29, is 18. So it's 18 in 4. So maybe the way I want to think about it is, what are those two cells? Because 18, 28, 31. These cells here have to sum to 14, because an entire row of the Sudoku sums to 45. If you add all the digits 1 to 9, you get 45. So this, let me do this again. This was 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 3 is 31. So these have to sum to 14. If this was a 4, that would be a 10. That's not a 4, that's a 4. But these still have to sum to 14. I can't use 9, 5. I could use 8, 6. And I can't use 7, 7. These are an 8, 6 pair. That is a 6. That is an 8. That is stunning. Now I know why my tester said this may not be a good puzzle for me. If I didn't have my prime table, I would not be able to do this. But this is cool. 2, 5, and 7 go in there. There's no 7 there. But these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 8, and 9. There's no 8 there. What are these now? 1, 2, 3, and 5? Well, this is a 5 because it sees a 2 and a 3. This is a 2, 3. This row has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, and 9. Yeah, but I know what these are. Well, this is the 7 now. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are a 1 and a 5. And there's a 1 in column 2 already. So this is 5 and 1. This is stunningly fun. The math on this has been really nice. Now, can I do more here? Not sure. Right, this can't be a 4. This can't be a 1. If this is a 1, the difference between these would be 4. And this would have to be a 1, 3 pair, but I just put a 1 here. So this is not a 1. This is a 3 or a 7. So the difference here is either 6 or 10. Now, if it's 6, I could do 1, 5, which would be 1 and 5. I couldn't do 2, 4. So if it's 6, it's 1, 5 in that order. Now, if it's 10, I could do 1, 9. I think I could do 2, 8. I couldn't do 3, 7 because this would be a 7. And I couldn't do 4, 6. So these are the only digits that are possible here. That's unexpected. This quadruple, maybe? Because the difference between this and this is 14. Like, actually, this is more restricted. Where is 8 in this row? Because this is filled. 8 takes it out of there, and that 8 sees there. So this is an 8. What are these? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 9. 1, 2, and 9. But this line sums to 14. If this is a 1, 2, then this would have to be an 11. So there is a 9 in there and no 9 there. And this 1, of course, makes this the 2. So this is a 1, 9, which means this is 10, but this line sums to 14. That's the 4. This is so cool. So what are these 3 digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 5, and 9. Well, there's no 9 there. That's not helped me as much as I want, except maybe on this line. This line sums to 18. So this line sums to 18. So if this is 5, 4, these sum to 9. Couldn't be 1, 8. Couldn't be 2, 7. It could be 3, 6. So if this is a 5, this is 3, and this is 6. No, that doesn't work. If this is a 5, these have to sum to 9, but there'd be a 3 in one of those two. So how, if this is 5, there's 3 in one of those two, so that couldn't be a 3. So how do I make this line work? I couldn't use 1, 8. I couldn't use 2, 7. Couldn't put 3 in either of those because there'd be a 3 pointing at that and a 3 pointing at that, and I couldn't use 4, 5. This is a 3. So these are 7. These need to sum to 12. And I'm broken. I've broken the puzzle. Because this gets me to, these have to sum to 12, but I can't do it. Because I don't have 9, 8, or 7 available. I've broken the puzzle. Oh, what have I done wrong? It's got to be this bit that I just did, right? I just got kicked off my spreadsheet. Is the math here right? This is 359. Did I do this math wrong? There's a... No. Well, the way I could do it is there's no 3 here. So there's a 3 in one of these two. So there's no 3 here. So this is a 3. But 89 minus 71 is 18. Oh, hang on. Let's do it that way, because now these have to sum to 11. I got the math wrong. So I can use the 3 up here to knock 3 out of here. 3 wasn't in those or in any of those. So 3 is in here, which knocks the 3 out of there, which puts the 3 there. This is 7 now. So this is 78 to 80, 78 to 89, which is 12. $78 to 89. I need to put 12 in there, and I can't do it. Oh, no. The digits I've entered are correct. This is a new feature of Sudoku Pad, by the way. It's saying the digits I've entered here are correct. How is my math wrong? Equals 89 minus 71 is 18. 18 how am I getting my math wrong here? 18 minus 7, these have to sum to 11. How did I get my math wrong there? Yeah, these sum to 11. I keep getting my math wrong on this. Okay, so these have to be 6 and 5 because I can't use 9, 2. I can't use 8, 3. I can't use 7, 4. These have to be 5 and 6, which means that's not the 3. This is the 3. This is now the 2. The 5, 9 looks over making this 6 and this 5. Why did my math just leave my head completely? These now are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 6 here looks down making this 2 and this 6. The 2 looks up making this 3 and this 2. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I have no idea what just happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 7, and 8. There's a 1, 7 here looking down, making that the 8. And this is a 1, 7. The 2 and the 5 look up, making that the 7. This 6 looks up, taking 6 out of there. Did anything happen here? Not really. So maybe it's this line. Now, if this is 47, this has to sum to 6. Well, what are these two digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if this is 47, this would be 3, 1, 2, which would be fine because these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 5 and 7 have to be in here. There's no 7 there. So if this is 7, this is 3, 1, 2. This would be 7. This would be 5. Okay, what if this is 3? These would have to sum to 10. If this is 3, this is 6, and these would have to sum to 4. And I can't make those sum to 4, because if this is 3, to make the difference here 10, 3 here makes this 6. These would then have to sum to 4. But the only digits I've got are 1 and 2, and they don't sum to 4. So this has to be a 7, which means these have to sum to 6, which means they are 3 and 1 and 2. Which means this is the 7, this is the 5, this is the 6. This is crazy. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 in either of those. That's a 7. Now, the difference here is now 10. Which means that's not a 5. But it is 1, 9 or 2, 8. This is a 1, 2, 8, 9 quadruple. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's a 5 here. So this is the 6 and this is the 5. The 6 looks up making this 9 and this 6. The 5 looks down making this 9 and this 5. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 4 here makes this the 3 and this the 4. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 8, and 9. All the lines are resolved. I'm now down to Sudoku. No, this one's not resolved. This sums to 10. What am I missing? Oh, this 2 makes this a 1 and this a 2. That looks back making this 9 and this 1, and that is surely going to do something here. Because this is a triple now. Because I've got the 8, 9 pair. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 1, 2, and 3. Well, there's no 3 in either of those. That's a 3. This is a 1, 2 pair. The 2 here looks up making this 1 and this 2. The 1 looks down making this 9 and this 1. The 9 looks up taking 9 out of there. Is this a 6, 8 pair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is 6 or 8. Actually, what is this triple? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There's no 8 there. There's no 6 there. This 9 looks up, making that the 8, which makes that the 6, which makes that the 9. The 6 looks down, making that the 8, which makes that the 5, which makes that the 6. The 8 looks across, making that the 9, and that the 8, which looks across, making that the 9, and that the 8. And I'll use that 2 to look up to make that 5 and that 2. And that's the solution to the puzzle. 26 minutes and 3 seconds. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I did use my spreadsheet. First of all, I had a list of all of the prime numbers, and then I used... actually, did I use a calculator for that? Yes, I did some math. I had to confirm my math down here because my brain was melting on 89 minus 71, and I kept getting the wrong result, and I don't know why. And that's fine. Okay, that was me. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Wu-chian Lin, for sending that one through. That was absolutely stunning. I really enjoyed that one, much more than I thought I would, given the constraint. The big trick about this resolving so smoothly at the beginning took me a while to find that, but this not being able to be a 9 and that forcing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 on this because of the minimum difference here, forcing that to not be able to be a 2. Really nice. That is a very, very I mean, all puzzles are unique because we expect a unique solution and everything, but I've never seen a construction like this before. Using the constraints and the connections like this. This is something different, and that is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for the puzzle. I really do appreciate it. And if people are able to solve it without the supports that I used, that's absolutely fantastic. I'm here to try and showcase great puzzles, and I think I've done that here. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for watching. Again, thank you to Captain Zebra Cakes for jumping in on my Patreon. I hope people have been enjoying the Family Day Out puzzle pack. Maggie and I have put so much into it, and we're working on another one. Yeah, thank you everyone, and as always, good luck with your solving.